Oh no, the bus! Alina couldn't believe her eyes. The bright yellow school bus was already moving away from her house. Alina heard the school bus. The familiar rumble of the engine and the chatter of her friends inside made her heart race. It was coming down the street. Alina grabbed her backpack in a hurry, hoping she could still make it. She ran to the front door as fast as her legs could carry her, her mind racing with thoughts of missing the bus. But she was too late. The bus was already at the end of the street. The bus was pulling away. Alina's heart sank. She watched helplessly as it disappeared around the corner. It was a very important exam day. Alina bit her lip, feeling a wave of panic. What would she do now? She couldn't afford to miss this test. Her father was still home. Maybe he could help her get to school on time. Maybe he could take her. Alina ran inside, her voice trembling with urgency. "Dad! Dad!" she shouted. "I missed the bus. Can you drive me to school?"
"Missed the bus?" he asked, his voice tinged with concern. He knew how much this day meant to her.
Alina's father looked up from his newspaper, his brow furrowing. Alina nodded, her face pale with worry. Her eyes welled up with tears, and she could barely hold them back. She had studied so hard for this exam. "It's exam day," she said, her voice shaky and filled with anxiety. She had never felt this nervous before. Her father knew how important the exam was. He had seen her burning the midnight oil, preparing for weeks. He jumped up from his chair, determination in his eyes. There was no way he was going to let her miss this.
"Don't worry, Alina," he said, his voice steady and reassuring. "We'll make it. Get your things. We're taking the bike."
Alina felt a surge of hope. Her father's confidence was contagious, and she quickly gathered her things. She grabbed her father's hand, feeling a sense of security and determination. They were in this together. They rushed out the door, hearts pounding, ready to face the challenge ahead. The race against time had begun. Dad pedaled fast. Alina held on tight. The wind whipped through their hair as they sped along, laughter bubbling up from Alina's lips. The city was a blur of colors and sounds around them, but they were focused on the path ahead. They zoomed down their street, the familiar houses and trees whizzing past. Alina felt a thrill of excitement. It was their favorite part of the day, this bike ride through the neighborhood. But then they saw it. Construction. A massive roadblock loomed ahead, disrupting their usual route. Big orange cones blocked their path. "Oh no," Alina groaned. "This is bad." She could feel her heart sink. How would they get past this? Her father didn't give up. With a determined look, he scanned the area for an alternative route. He was not one to be easily deterred. He turned the bike sharply, maneuvering around the cones with skill. Alina held on tighter, trusting her dad completely. They went down a side street. They weaved through cars. They dodged pedestrians. Alina's heart pounded with a mix of fear and exhilaration. It was like an adventure, navigating through the urban jungle. They were running out of time. The clock was ticking, and they needed to find a way through the maze of streets quickly. Alina glanced at her dad, who gave her a reassuring smile. They would make it. She was sure of it. Alina checked her watch. Only 5 minutes left. They were close to the school, but the traffic was heavy. Cars honked. People shouted loudly. Alina gripped her father's shirt tightly. Suddenly, the school gate appeared. They were finally there. Alina jumped off the bike quickly. She and her father high-fived happily. Alina ran through the gate swiftly. She made it just in time, feeling triumphant.